Hi, my name is Yvonne Suko, People and Organizational Culture Consultant. This is part of my video series for leaders in the making, also called Emerging or Developing Leaders. Today, I want to talk about an important topic, strategy and flexibility. In my experience coaching people, one thing that I hear a lot is this. Some individuals will tell me that they are not good at strategizing. They are excellent at thinking on the fly. They can resolve issues quickly, but they struggle to think long-term. On the other hand, some people are very good at making plans, but when changes come up unexpectedly, they have a hard time thinking on their feet, or even being flexible enough to accept that the plans need to change. They freeze. If you ever thought that's me, stay with me, because the goal isn't to pick a side. The goal is to build both skills. Strategy and improvisation aren't opposites. They are a pair. Strategy gives you direction and leverage. Improvisation gives you responsiveness and resilience. And the truth is, in life and in work, they will demand both, and sometimes during the same hour. Let's talk about a strategy first. A strategy is basically choosing a goal and the path you are going to follow on purpose. It's deciding what matters most, what you are saying no to, and where your time and energy will create the biggest impact. When you are strategic, you get clarity about the goals, the why, and how you will optimize your time and resources. Prioritization. You stop treating everything like an emergency and stick to the priorities you set your goals to. Consistency. When you have a plan, it is easier to know what to say yes or no because you understand where you are going and how you are going to get there. And compounding. Your actions stack in the same direction and build into one another. For example, if your outcome for the quarter is to reduce team turnover, the strategy means you just don't do more. You choose the few actions that move that outcome, like for example, onboarding improvements, managers one-on-one, and a clearer role expectations. Now, improvisation. Improvisation is adapting in real time without losing yourself or the goal. It gives you speed. You can respond without freezing. Creativity. You can find options you didn't plan for. Connection. You can meet what's actually happening in the room. And recovery. You can stabilize when something goes wrong. For example, you plan a meeting with an agenda, but the room is tense because technology is not working. People are quiet, and it starts feeling a little bit awkward. Improvisation is noticing that and shifting, and maybe instead of becoming panicky, you pause, name what you're seeing, and change the plan on how to move the meeting forward. Here is a simple framework that holds both. I like to call it STRATEGILE, which is a made-up word for strategic and agile. You are clear about the most important pieces of your strategy, the why and the outcome, and you are also able to improvise. You know the how and the path, and that the path may need to change. So instead of I must follow this exact plan, it becomes this is the outcome I'm committed to. This is my best plan for now, and I'll adjust based on what I learn. This is how you stay steady and responsive. Let me give you a quick exercise you can use immediately. Next time something changes unexpectedly, ask, what's the objective? What are we trying to protect or achieve? What changed? What are the new constraints, new information, and new emotions? What is still true? your values, boundaries, the non-negotiables, timeline. And what is the smallest next move? One step that keeps momentum and buys clarity. This prevents two common traps: the improviser trap, reacting quickly but drifting, and the planner trap, freezing because the plan broke. If you are an improviser trying to build a strategy, choose one 30-day outcome and pick 3 weekly priorities. End the day asking, what moved the outcome forward? If you are a planner trying to build improvisation, before you start, list 2 alternatives, like a plan B and a plan C. Ask in meetings, what will make us change our mind? What issues might be we encounter? Practice one small adjustment without abandoning the goal. I truly believe that everyone is trainable. It's not about having the right personality for a skill. It is about starting small and staying consistent. When we make tiny changes and repeat them over and over time, we give our brain the chance to build the neural pathways we need. That's how a skill goes from feeling awkward and effortful to feeling natural and eventually strong. Here is my question for you. Which one are you? Comment below. Are you a planner or an improviser? Then download my free PDF worksheets with tips to strengthen the areas where you are less confident. You will find it in the comments. Take care, and I'll see you next time.